as we were talking about being yourself, loving yourself, living, and therefore following your heart, because when it's a whole 3-year-old heart, it is leading the way to not only your happy 10 of wands, no, 10 of cups, no, 10 of coins. All the 10s though, they mean you're going to start again. But the 10 of coins is essentially you bringing also your own full-fledged independence, knowing how to create abundance for yourself, have some to share, all of the lovely mystic woo-woo stuff for my lovely, we know it's serious business, but it's still energy. So how do you contemplate the time you spend and what you are, what's it called? I forget. I'm not a farmer. When you all know what I'm talking about, burying stuff and seeding stuff, seeding soil. But in order to seed, you have to know how to wield yourself. The Chariot is a very beautiful card. And that's for the, again, whole 3-year-old heart. We're going to get to our messages. So how do you be yourself? How do you love yourself? Well, it's easy if you are held with equanimity and maintained your secure attachment. So you are a vivacious, alive person because of your ventral vagal nervous system. So you don't have codependency, not with substances and not with people, which is why some of us, the 5D mystics, don't actually have a situation where we need start shiny objects, the silverbacks. Yeah, anybody know of them? I do. I've seen plenty of them. So we're always building. A 5D mystic does not, in fact, fall in love with the stories that people, I've seen them, they're all 4D. The illusion, we're breaking out of that. I'm supporting those who want to move into not only their wholeness, but also 5D mystic plane is really fun because our oversoul, they're not enemies. No, they're all people. And in fact, if those people don't know their whole self, well, guess what? They can't make a wish on a star. And the silverbacks help the ones who want to stay in the in-between. And that's because they don't learn about what it means to be human. So we have a brain. And in those first 7 years of life, you could have what is called, I believe, developmental trauma. And in that case, those individuals, those human beings, they didn't get the same opportunity that I did. I have secure attachment. It means I was held in a way in my first year of life that allowed my nervous system to be engaging in its ventral vagal. I learned how to self-regulate and safely co-regulate, which is why humans are not dangerous. None of them. No matter how many emotional situations that a 5D mystic, enlightenment soul age group, functional adult, it's a whole 3-year-old heart. So I've always loved openly, spontaneously. And to this day, I've learned how to love even more. And it's nice because you're an adult with the energy. So I noticed the difference between the energy of my teenage self, and those are called states of self. Thank you, Daniel Siegel. We all have that. But some people, the mental health professionals that are not up to date with the new findings, and we're going to get to Bessel van der Kolk. He recently has an interview that I'm going to be talking about in our episodes, but I'm going to mention here so that you all can go watch it if you want. And as he points out, mainstream psychotherapy, psychology, mainstream mental health people, and Daniel Siegel mentions the same, they don't apparently believe in attachment categories or any of the attachment information. Go figure. I didn't know that learning new things and building empirical data in time was something that people who are of a profession could kind of deny. It's like me, I'm an online marketer. If anything new comes up in my field, I'm not going to be like, no, I don't like you because now Facebook is making us pay for, no. For example, I'm just saying I don't act like a whiny little baby about something that in my field begins to become a part of my industry, especially mental health. Like, you know, the one question that I have as a not therapist is how dare you even go into, oh, I forgot, that's right. Thank you, Carrie. The lovely lady who gives us a list after her going to therapy and saying, here's the combination. I'm just trauma-informed and somatic-informed because I support people who are serious about being their self. So it's important for me to know, how do I help you be yourself? And the part that I've always wondered is, why is it so hard? And then there's those who say, Maria, but why would I want to be myself? Or, how dare you? Isn't it straightforward? Well, I guess it's not as straightforward as it might seem. And trauma memory has a lot to do with it. And actually your nervous system, let me go back. So I was held with what is called, again, a third of attunement and I got repaired ruptures. So even if my mom didn't do a perfect job at feeding me and warming me up and all that stuff, because no parent, as Daniel Siegel points out, is perfect. And oh, by the way, when we do not have secure attachment, it does not mean we were in an abusive, neglectful household either. So let's not make blanket statements, please, people. This is food for thought. And they're mixed match. That's why I'm pseudoscience woo-woo lady. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to lecture you or give you a step 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sharing information. It's 2 different stories. And the community of IHP are independent thinkers. So they're not looking for the shiny silverback. Say, hey, here's our group. Here's our group over here. We're all the bystanders. Let's take sides and then go and point and shame those other people that we decided are the bad people of our story. We're the heroes. They're the villains. You know, what I've always wondered is how a person can use the word smart and not know about their emotional stuff. But now I know. Thank you, Daniel Siegel and Basil van der Kolk, because if you are not held in a certain way, you don't know what it means to be a full-fledged human net, because you don't know your emotional stuff. I know that my ego leads me because I've been led by it, because I was permissed. I was allowed. It was permissive for me to be a bit of a baby. Yes, I was in what is called a child-centric environment. My mother did not terrify me, meaning, oh my gosh, yell at me for being a whiny, pain in the butt child. And I'm being very serious because I've seen parents. I've seen them disrupt their children as they play, and believe me, I'm an adult. Ask people that have children. They actually had some comments before. I was like, wow, I don't know it came off that strong, that I'm very much, children have a high sympathetic, so I am highly sensitive, and my body does not do well because it reminds me of my panic attacks. So go figure. I don't go whining about it, but you know, when people from their external, they see, they don't know, they judge a book by its cover. So like, wow, you really don't like children. No, I think children are adorable. I can't handle their energy. Like one of my friends, I say, hey, back off. You're too sympathetic right now. I need you to back off so that I can regulate my nervous system and you can calm down and get less excited right now because you're vibing. And I don't do it by being disrespectful. And in fact, my friends, they understand. And I'm okay when people, oh, your life's so perfect. How do you have panic attacks? Or they like to tell you why you have them. That's fun too, isn't it? Yeah, we get human-splained, don't we? 5D mystics, where are you? Get used to it. If you're a mystic, by the way, it doesn't ever end. There's a lot of compassionless people. They don't know their whole humanity self because their 3-year-old isn't whole yet. They got ruptured. Their creativeness, they didn't get. Child-centric environment. As Patrick Tiahan, he's a childhood trauma survivor, healing. I always add that because I don't know if he feels completely healed or not. That's his story. But as he points out in one of his lovely community shares, if somebody sees a child that's being cuddled and treated like a child and they actually have the desire to throw up inside, that's a sign that you didn't have a child-centric environment. In fact, there's a lot of people that when I see them, again, I make a face because it's like if I'm in a room with heavy metal, I'm going to make a face. I'm going to try not to, but my body's literally suffering. Even though it's not suffering because I don't suffer, but I'm uncomfortable. I should use better words. And yes, I fuck up the words, people. So the left mode brainers, please do not write lists down and use your right mode to just feel the gist. It's just a gist. We're just having a chit chat. There's nothing that you need to be writing down. I'm not lecturing you. I'm just talking to you. It's 2 different things. So learn to embody a conversation versus, and it's not a truth. These are thoughts. And nothing that comes out of the mouth of people are truths. The adaptive children don't know the difference. So they don't know how to listen with open ears because they're thinking, I'm going to prove I'm right. What are you saying? You're dismantling what I believe in. That's not listening. So believing in yourself. When you do so without being perfect in any way, shape, or form, like I always leave you all hanging, you know this. So here's the part, integration of the brain, left and right mode together. Restorative embodied self, that's our wholeness, and that's ooey gooey ooey. And it's you being able to be your 3-year-old whole heart, and we can do that together, healing each other's traumas by treating each other with love and respect as adults, knowing you have a subjective reality, and so do I, but mine is tainted with love. And yours, I don't know, but I know that I will treat you with love and respect. And if I have to use my ventral vagal tone, I learned because my mother taught me how to be respectful to all people. So she's the only one who gets the 3-year-old annoying tone and my twin. And that's where we don't project. We just get to keep growing up. in our family, our oversoul. It's beautiful. A playground. Tune in.